So in today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make this trendy V neckline bubu without actually cutting out the V neckline itself. So that's what I'm going to show you how to do today. It is a simple process, and for this tutorial I used 3.5 yards of fabric. So you can see the way it is looking like it has a little bit of cowl effect. So this is my pattern paper. We're going to assume that this pattern paper is my 3.5 yard. So I'm going to fold the 3.5 yard into 4, making sure that all of my stripe are standing straight. Okay, so I'll fold it into 4 like this, and then after folding I'm going to come to the across back. So this part I want to mark out how wide I want my sleeve. So for this I used about 22, and then I came to the mid part also, I added the 22, and then at the down part I reduced it to 20 inches. Why did I do that? Because I wanted it to have that cowl effect. So I connected it with my chalk. After connecting it with my chalk, I'm going to cut this out. So if you find this tutorial, please like this video. So this is the shoulder part. So for this you have two options. You can decide to cut it open. So before then, so the mid part, you are going to open up the mid part. Can you see? You open up the middle part of your pattern, and then it's going to be looking like this. For the shoulder part, if you cut open the shoulder part, at this point you go and join it back. You understand? In case you open it, the reason why I opened mine is it is easier for me to control the shoulder. So the next thing, I'm going to come to this part. I'll mark how long I want the depth of my front neckline to be on one part of the fabric, and then on the other part I'll mark how long I want the back. So for instance, if I want my front to be 8 inches, I'm going to mark 8 inches on this one. I will notch it, and then if the back is going to be 12, I'm going to mark 12 on the other one, and then I will notch it. Okay, just watch. I'll drag it close so that you can see it. So the next thing you are going to do, I'm going to mark. You can see the two line. One is longer than one. Just take a good look at it. Can you see? So the short one is going to be the front, while the longer one is going to be the back. So next thing you're going to do, you're going to open your pattern like this. So that part, can see, we notched it. So just pick one part of it. Ignore the second one. That was why I put X on that one. Can you see? So this part, I'll pick this part for the back. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do now, you're going to stitch this together. So that's the shoulder part. So if you are cutting open your shoulder part, it's fine. If you don't want to cut it open, it's still fine anyway. So the next thing, you're going to pick one part from that part that you notch for the front. You're going to, from there you stitch it to the down, and then the other part that is longer, that you notch for the back. That's why you need to put mark, so that you will know you're going to notch it down to the down. So that's just basically how it is. So I'm going to pick this now, and then this is the shorter part. So that's the shoulder, you notch it, but mine, I joined my shoulder, so I don't need all those notching. So I'm going to pick from this part. You can see the mark that I marked. That's why you need to make it vivid. Yeah, so from that point now, you are going to start stitching down. For instance, let me say from your shoulder to that point is 10 inches. That's for the front. You start sewing from here now down 10 inches, and then for the back part, if your from your shoulder to your back, that's the depth of your back neckline is 12 or 15. From your shoulder you mark to 15, and then from that 15 you start pinning it down or stitching it down. So basically that is how this bubu is. So you are not cutting out anything from the neckline. So after everything, you're going to have it looking like this. So the next thing you're going to do, you're going to fold the edges, and then you are going to use, what do you call it, facing. You're going to sew a facing, so you see everything inside the video. So at the end of the day, it's going to be looking like this. Can you see? So when you fold it, by the time you flip it open, you're going to have one part longer. That's the neckline is longer on one part, and the other part is shorter. So please like this video, subscribe if you have not done so. Can you see? It is a simple process. So I had to use this pattern paper so that you understand it properly before we work on our fabric. Okay, so please like the video, subscribe if you have not done so. So you can see the fabric now, it is folded into 4. So now we're coming to the practical on the fabric. It is folded into 4. So I think at this point my table was too small, so I had to take it to the floor. Okay, so it is, you can see just what I illustrated. It is folded into 4, and then I'm going to mark the length of the bubu. That's the length. So use your own desired length. If you want it short, And then now we're going to mark that shoulder part. Remember the sleeve opening, that's the sleeve length. So for this I used about 22 inches thereabout, or 24, I can't remember again, but 22 or 24. So I'll mark it, and then from that part I'm just going to keep marking it. If you notice, the down part is going to be a little bit smaller. Why did I make the down part? I reduced the down part with 2 inches. Okay, why did I do that? Because I wanted it to have a cowl effect. But if you want a normal straight bubu, you don't need to do this. You can just take your length straight from top to the bottom. Okay, so that's basically the reason why. And you can see the way I'm marking it, just like I illustrated with the pattern paper. So mark everything and then cut out everything. Just to cut out what you don't want. So that's just it. So just cut that out, and then I cut that out. So now the next thing I want to do now, I want to open my fabric. So you can see at this point my shoulder was still joined together. So now I'm going to open my own shoulder part. So this particular one that I made, I actually did not add anything on the dress. So you can see, so I'm opening the shoulder. This is the shoulder line now. I opened the shoulder line. Even though this one I did not add any design, any lace, but the one I showed you on the thumbnail now, I added something to the shoulder part. Okay, but this one I did not add anything. So after opening the shoulder, I'm going to fold that back into 4 again. So that is why I was telling you, if you don't want to open the shoulder, you can leave it, don't open the shoulder. But the reason why I open my shoulder, I noticed it is easier for me to control, you understand, so that I will not be looking for where the neckline is starting from. So after that, I'm going to cut this open now, just like I used the pattern paper. It is folded into 4, and then I am cutting it open, like cut the two open straight to the down part. Okay, after cutting it open, you are going to see, you are going to have it two separate. But if you did not open your shoulder, so okay, so this neckline part now, so I'm marking the front neckline. You mark the front neckline, you notch it, and then you pin it, or sorry, you not add a notch to it for you to know that this is where the neckline is going to start. Note that that front neckline, you are going to just use only one part from that one, and on this one also you are going to put a notch. So you can decide to even put the notch on just one side. No need for you to notch the two, so you don't get confused. So you are going to notch this one also. So like I said, the other notch, it's only one notch you are going to use. So it's just for you to know, to understand. I hope you understand what I'm trying to explain. Please, if you do, please let me know in the comment section. So the next thing now, we're going to take it. Okay, see, this is it on the table. So you can see that's one notch, and then this is the second notch. So what you are going to do from the top notch, that top notch, you are going to sew from that point to the down, and then from this down notch, you are going to sew it to the down. So the longest part of the neckline is going to be the back, sorry. So from this down, you can see, okay, so now this is me opening it just like our pattern paper. You can see the notch. Can you see? So that's the notch from the shoulder. That was why I wanted to open my shoulder, to help me to control it. So from that shoulder to that 10 inches, that's going to be the front neckline. So for mine, I did not use 10, I used about 8 inches because I don't like my neckline to be too open. And then for the back neckline, I used about 10. So from the other part, that's your left side, pick one side and measure from your shoulder down to how many inches you want for your neckline, and then from the other parts of your shoulder, measure how many parts you want for your back neckline. So that's just basically the easiest way for you to get this. Okay, I hope you get it. Just watch it, the video, you understand. And then from that point, you're going to sew it down to the end, and then from this other part also, you're going to sew to the end. So like I said, if you don't want to cut your shoulder, you can leave it. So after everything, can you see how it is looking? So it is looking beautiful. The next thing is for you to turn your neckline. Okay, so for this, at this point, you can decide to just fold your neckline, but it's going to be rough. Use a bias or whatever. No, better, the best thing, just use a facing, so that it's going to be good. So I'm going to cut another strap of fabric of about 3 inches long. That's the width is going to be 3 inches, and then it's going to cover the entire neckline, like 15 inches long. And then I'm going to sew it on one side, and then sew the other one on the other side. Okay, can you see? I'm just going to place it, and then I'll sew it from that point down on one side and then the other part on the other side, and then iron it. So please, if you find this video helpful at this point, like this video, subscribe if you have not done so, drop a comment for me. I would really appreciate. Don't just watch and just go. Please like the video and like, comment, drop a comment for me, please. All right, so you can see at the end of the day, this is what I was talking about. You are going to use that facing. You're just going to sew it from the back and then you flip it inside and give it a good press. Okay, so for mine, I think at the end of the day I use the hemming gum to secure it down. But if you don't, that's after sewing and flipping. Oh, so you can see it's going to look like this, and then you're going to place the other one, sew it also, and then flip it also. Okay, so after everything, I'll take this back to my machine. I'll go and sew it, and then I'll come back and show you how it is looking. So the next thing, I'm going to leave a tiny space. I'll show you guys even as we progress. So this is it. I have finished stitching. I have ironed it, so you can see how it looks. You see the neckline is smooth, fine, and beautiful. So you can see it is simple. So don't go and be cutting neckline on this bubu. They don't cut neckline on it. Is the so you can see this back, this one is the back, it is longer, and the other side is the front, it is shorter. Okay, so after everything, you are going to leave a tiny notch, that's tiny space as you are stitching your neckline. You're going to leave a tiny space that you are going to pass your rope. Depends if you want to put a rope or if you want to put that normal straight, what do you call it, straight band, like a band at the back. You know how this trendy bubble looks now. You understand? You know what I'm talking about. So you're just going to leave a tiny notch, a tiny space rather, not a notch, a tiny space from that facing. So that's where you are going to push the rope in through, and then you're going to secure it down. That's, you just place it and then you're going to sew it. Okay, so this is how the inside looks like. As I was explaining, you can see. So after stitching, you see the way I stitch it, just straight, and then you just give it a good press. It's going to lay flat like this. You know, these materials, these strap materials, they are cotton, they are natural real cotton, so it relaxes beautifully well. So after everything, this is how it is going to look. So now we're going to work on the shoulder, on our sleeves rather, sorry. So for the sleeve, I'm going to mark down. I wanted about 12 inches for this particular project. That's for the sleeve opening, about 12 or 13 inches. So you're going to mark that point where you're going to put your sleeve, and then you're going to give it a notch. So if you want your sleeve to be a turn up, at this point you're going to just cut another fabric and then attach it and sew it. But this, there was no turn up, so I'm just going to cut it. Okay, so this particular dress, this one was for somebody. So at the end of the day, I forgot to I totally forgot to video. That's like to video it. So that's it. So at the end of the day, after sewing it and joining it, this is how it looks like. So like I said, this one was for me. So my own, I added the lace, but I shot this tutorial, this my own, I shot it, and I the thing did not record, I did not know, so I had to delete the small clips. So thank you so much for watching. God bless you. Bye.